Survivor Series just ended, and I'm the masked man. And it's Ringside Renaissance. Jesse, ring the bell.
You are now listening to the Ringside Renaissance Wrestling Podcast.
And we're back for another episode of Ringside Renaissance, talking about that WWE Survivor Series WarGames. Yeah, and we are, as seen on Netflix, busted open to prove the original bad boys of the wrestling podcast world. Yeah, so make sure you like, share, and subscribe, because I'm here with the best co-host, the best tag team partner, the best friend in the world, very deadly Jesse. Yeah. And I'm Andrew Kombat Jones. Cheer. Click, clack. All right. A lot to get into. Survivor Series. Monday Night Raw.
War Games has ended. Is this another war that Trump ended? Or is it just Survivor Series has ended? You let us know in the comments.
Once one war ends, another war begins.
Boy, oh boy.
One battle after another, as they say.
I'll tell you.
Shout out to Leonardo DiCaprio.
I'll tell you this much. War Games has ended, but the war in the IWC has only just begun. The back and forth, what was better, blood and guts, WWE War Games, cage side seats gave it only a 2.8.
Right. Yeah,
because that's
not good.
That's a credible source to be figuring out all of your WWE and wrestling needs. But man, I had a good time with it. You know what? For what it was,
lots of news going on, lots of stuff going on. TNA got the TV deal with AMC starting in January. Every Thursday night Impact, baby. Let's go. Let's go. And we got to take a moment of silence for Larry. All right.
Moments pass. Boy, oh boy, what a sad
rest in peace.
What a sad state of affairs. I mean, it's only speculation of maybe that's why CM Punk wasn't at Raw. But hey, either way, rest in the Rainbow Bridge, Rainbow Paradise.
Doggy heaven. Yeah.
Doggy heaven.
Wherever that, doggies go. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. All dogs go to heaven. War Games, man. You know what? The build was kind of lackluster. The card was full of superstars. It just was kind of like a hit or miss. What was it going to be? And I was actually fairly entertained by it. You know, there was some parts I didn't really like. I thought the finish of the men's War Games was a little bit left to be desired. But overall, I thought it was a good event. Thought it was fun. We can get into it later. I can tell you my favorite part. I think it's pretty obvious what my favorite part was. But
yeah, hey, I had a few favorite parts. But I don't think it was quite as bad as everybody kind of let it on to be. I mean, I wasn't necessarily blown away by it either.
Yeah, that's exactly. You know, it's like...
But compared to Blood and Guts, oh my God.
Yeah, oh my God.
Yeah.
They actually did wrestling moves during War Games and not just bladed everybody. That's exciting.
Yeah.
But hey, you know what? Like I said, for what it was, I tried to enjoy it.
A few moments later.
I tried to enjoy it, tried to take it in for what it was and stuff. And, you know, it seems like a common theme for us. We've been saying not every event's going to knock it out of the park, but this lull that we're having.
At least it was better than WrestlePalooza.
You think so?
One of the matches on it. I mean, yeah. I mean, SummerSlam was good.
Yeah.
I can't complain.
The Saturday night's main
But
events have been hitting. I mean, this just is what it is.
Yeah.
You know what? It's
Yeah.
just not everything's going to be. We were spoiled, right? Because we had kind of a lull in wrestling for a lot of years. Obviously, we were big into AEW back in 2019 through 2022 or so. And we were kind of spoiled. And then when WWE got really hot with the Bloodline, and then Cody Rhodes, his whole finishing the story that culminated at WrestleMania, and all of that stuff that went with it was like so hot that I think everybody, that's the measuring stick now. So if it doesn't hit that measuring stick, I think a lot of people are disappointed, and a lot of people are kind of being left with more to be desired. And of course, we got the fans online that aren't going to like anything that Brock Lesnar's in. So I mean, that is what it is. But hey, I liked it for what it was. I enjoyed it. I sat and watched it. I didn't feel bored during any of it. That's like
not at all.
That's kind of like the way I measure it. If I watch something and I'm like immersed in it, and I'm not constantly looking at my phone to see what the time is or when is this going to be over, I kind of realize I'm generally enjoying it. So,
yeah, I don't think it was as trash as much as people said it was. I mean, to spend the money and go there, I mean, it was an experience. You got to see John Cena in his last pay-per-view, PLE, and shout out to Soto 619. He was there, doing his journalist things, asking questions, doing meet and greets, covering the whole thing. So shout out to him. That was cool.
That guy's in his element, man. Shout out Soto 619, man. We got to do a collab with him soon. We got to do a lot of collabs, but hey, there was a
San Diego.
Oh man, send us out there. Send us some sombreros, man. I'll eat Mexican food. But
yes.
And if you see Tom DeLonge, let him know about the Ringside Renaissance. But yeah, War Games started off. It was the women's War Games match. Obviously, it usually always starts with the women's War Games match. I was pleasantly surprised by the women's War Games match. I really didn't think I was going to enjoy it as much as I did enjoy it. I mean,
yeah.
I know the one thing that you messaged me, you were excited they don't have the shark cages, man. That was kind of like that was like
some people were mad that there were no shark cages.
Really?
I was like, well, I heard some people I seen a little bit of both, and some people were like, where's the shark cages? I missed the dynamic and the stuff in between the match of them inside the shark cage and the drama inside the cage. But I mean, do they have to do the same thing every single time and have the same people in the cage every single time, giving the same looks to each other, like giving each other the cold shoulder, who's gonna walk through? Like, it was more a surprise to see who comes at the entrance and whose music is next.
Yeah.
To that extent, even though they do that out the cage, but I don't know. It was cool. I like that they came out the dugout too. It being inside like a baseball field and all that. It was cool. Yeah.
Yeah, added a different dynamic to it. It was kind of cool at the entrances, see him coming down the tunnel. I was like I said, pleasantly surprised. This was only AJ Lee's second match back in WWE. She had the mixed tag match, and then at WrestleMania, and then this is their second match back. She looks great in the ring. I mean, I think her promo work sometimes. She's still kind of in the Divas era with her promos and kind of needs to work on that a little bit. But and who am I sitting in front of a computer screen telling somebody they got to work on their promos? But I thought it was really good. Becky Lynch looked really great in this match. She's continuing to do what she's doing in that role, and
she sold the hell out of it. Yep.
And you called it from the get-go when the match started. Who was the referee? Jessica Carr.
Yes. Jessica Carr was outside, and that leads more to her, legal battles and legal case, I guess, that she's called out all types of people now,
Yeah.
But it is what it is. I the women's match is almost better in some ways than the men's. Or it was just as good, and I don't know. There's been people trashing it the whole time. Both of them.
I appreciated the minimal amount of weaponry that was used in the men's War Games match. I think the cage should be featured as the weapon, and the women's, everybody brings in a weapon as they come in, and that kind of gets old after a while. It's like, who's bringing whatever? But hey, what was the weapon? Was Nia Jax's outfit. That was.
Oh Lord, that's what I said. I said hello. God.
I was waiting to see what you thought about that one, but.
Oh yeah. Hello, yeah.
Lash Legend looked pretty good for being in her her first match on the main roster. I mean, well, they had they had a tag team women's match, I believe, on the main roster a couple times. But as they said, officially being on the SmackDown roster, her first match. And,
First PLE.
Yeah, bro. And that's a high profile match, you know, to be in the ring with all of those different superstars, the top of the cream of the crop, as Macho Man would say. And she kind of didn't look out of place. She kind of looked like she was not too big for the moment. So
and stood out. And then that weekend too also got engaged to Tricky Willie. Yeah,
okay,
got engaged to Trick Williams too. So shout out to her. But yeah, she came right in, and she's been right in her element the whole time that she's been on either Raw, SmackDown, or at the War Games inside it. You know, just knocking people out backstage and knocking people out in the ring too, with that right hand. And she just looks like a force to be reckoned with, as she should. She's stacked, and
bro, man.
nobody wants to mess with her. She can go toe to toe with any woman in WWE. It looks like the way they make it seem. So
exactly. And, you know, a lot of times wrestlers come up from the NXT roster and kind of get fallen by the wayside. Shout out Carmelo Hayes, but she kind of looked like she was just belonged right there with all the wrestlers, like you were saying. Kairi Sane continues to be one of my favorites, man. I just about Kairi Sane, but the
chain, just swinging that chain around. I think the women they put more thought into it, and it made more sense as far as like the entrances when they came in, like the order of them, because you know you got Becky and you had Charlotte, and then you had like these little moments between all these women that were good. That I felt the men's lacked a little more. Besides, you know, well, some stuff, but yeah.
I'm so frustrated with WWE now because they've actually made me like Charlotte Flair, and I couldn't ever stand Charlotte Flair, and I like her now. When she comes out, I get excited for her coming out, and it is what it is. But
oh yeah, which way do we do it? Oh, whatever way we got it now.
We'll do it
yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay, close enough.
There we go.
Yeah, but I was overall, like I said, I was entertained by it. Like I said, we got the EO Sky garbage can spot. That's going to happen at every single War Games, and she did something a little bit different. She did the split-legged, the
swanton. It's hard to tell what's going on inside that garbage can. Rhea Ripley came out in the Terrifier mask and gear. Like with the bag, that's what I was wondering, what the bag, and then they're like, oh yeah, Art the Clown carries around a black garbage bag with all his weapons in it, so that's what it was. I wish there would have been more weapons. Like I get sick of the old kendo stick.
Yeah,
you know, bring something else in. I mean, there was chains, this and that, but I thought they could have, you know, blood and guts, baby.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, we got to see AJ Lee make Becky Lynch tap out yet again. Jessica Carr was the referee on the call.
Becky Lynch, she really tapping, or was she, you know, signaling to other people, or, you know?
The conspiracy is out.
Exactly. She you know, she can plead her case again. Who knows? Who knows?
Don't sue us, David Duchovny.
Yeah,
I mean, was she really tapping out? Was she not? Were we really bombing helpless people in an ocean? Were we not? I mean, it's all you know, up to the beauties in the eye of the beholder. You know what I mean? But you know, she is filling that role of what you had said before. She's taken to social media very well to get that done.
Sometimes you just gotta drop a, you know. Sometimes you just gotta drop a bomb in a random place in the ocean and see what happens. Hopefully the powder goes up in the air.
Yeah. Shout out War Crimes. So War Crimes at War Games. Now I was pleasantly surprised by this because Stephanie Vaquer put up her women's world title against Nikki Bella. I predicted Nikki to win the championship. And on top of that,
I can't believe that.
One of our sources went out of the way to message us to tell us that Nikki was going to win. And
Really?
she did not. Yeah.
The mole? Really?
Yeah,
How the hell that? I thought this was a totally different company.
Stick to AEW. That's all I gotta say. But yeah,
I'm so confused.
It is what it is.
I already told you what was gonna happen. I mean, and they even said it when the match was done. They said it's just another notch in Stephanie's belt. Nikki's just another notch in her belt now. Another victory to make her look bigger. But Nikki's not going nowhere. It doesn't look like. But,
No.
Yeah.
But hey, I mean, I was, this was probably Nikki Bella's best match since coming back. But I mean,
Right.
Stephanie Vaquer made Mercedes Moné look good in a match, so I'm sure she could do
Yes.
it with Nikki Bella as well. So, it is what it is. But, yeah, shout out Stephanie Vaquer. She retains her title. That it was the right move at the end of the day. Like, I'm not mad about it. I just really thought they were going a different direction, turning Nikki heel and then having her go
Getting the
against Stephanie
devil's
Vaquer.
kiss on the table, on the announce table.
Shuck it, duck it, quack, quack.
Shuck it, duck it, quack it, quack it, baby. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, they should have Booker T come in and just do Stephanie Vaquer matches. Like, that's it. That's all.
Right.
Booker T come in and commentate Stephanie Vaquer's matches and just go back to NXT. But we need you for that, buddy. Like, the assignment. Please pass the assignment.
Absolutely.
And hey, the last time for PLEs is now.
Yep.
John Cena defended his Intercontinental title against La Sucio de Sucios, Dominic Mysterio.
The Sucios. Yeah. Dom. Last time, baby.
John Cena!
Yep. Crazy. John Cena wasn't out there with little Stu this time. He had Big Stu, and Big Stu was getting all tangled up in the wires, and John was making his entrance, and the crowd was going crazy.
Man.
Crazy.
Hey, there was a great crowd for Dominic, too, which carried over to Raw, which we'll talk about later. But, Dominic's starting to get a little bit of a groundswell underneath him. Like, I know it was fun to boo him and fun to have him be the heel, but, I think people are tired of him being the heel. I think they're ready for him to be the babyface. Like, they are ready. Like, Dom is there. And, they really need to not squander it and just let it be. And we'll talk about Raw a little bit later, and I'll say my thoughts on that. But this moment wasn't too big for him. He looked like he belonged there. I mean, it's a tall order, not only just to be in a PLE against John Cena in a title match, regardless of the title, but to be knowing that it's John Cena's last PLE Survivor Series, which is one of the big four, and Dominic Mysterio just not feeling out of place whatsoever. Like, wow, shout out to Dirty Dom and how far he's come in just the last few years. It's just amazing to see. Amazing.
Yeah, it's crazy, too, to think about that they... John Cena's last match at the Saturday Night Main Event is a big deal, and that will be his last match. But is it really more important than the match that just happened? And we got to give props to them because they were able to make a little rivalry, a little story out of just these two matches between Dom and Cena over the span of about, 2 or 3 weeks with the one Raw in between and him turning down, the rematch at Raw and then going on to do it on his home turf. So John Cena really did put over Dirty Dom at the end, and that was the last real rivalry. That's the last story we're going to get.
Yeah. Yep. And
for the most part. I mean,
I know Kombat Jones was overly excited about this match, maybe not only for the outcome, but things that
Great
happened
match.
within the match. Yeah.
Great match altogether. I loved. I heard some people saying, and you didn't like the when Dom faked the injury on the outside. Correct, that the ref didn't. Some people were kind of criticizing that over the ref not counting out, or the ref not counting for the pin.
The counting the pin. That's what I didn't like, is him not counting the pin.
Okay.
That just didn't make sense to me. We've seen the possum be used for ever in pro wrestling, and then the pin always happens. It's regardless. For the referee to kind of do his own discretion and not count the pin, it was wait a minute, they always count pins. When a referee's or when a wrestler's playing possum, so that didn't make sense.
They're kind of not supposed to have a conscience, I guess, in any other sport, and just call it as it is, but I guess he saw what happened, with the fake injury and was pissed off enough that he wasn't going to let it fly.
Yeah.
And that's why he did what he did, because he saw it. So, we've seen the referee kick the leg off the rope or the hand off the rope before, right? And stop the count. So I guess it's kind of similar in that extent.
Yeah, and I gotta say,
but the injury was perfect,
dude.
Because I was completely fooled.
I was sold.
Yeah.
I was sold. And then they showed the replay of how he landed on his shoulder, and that's exactly how Penta got hurt.
Yes.
During the last time is now tournament. If you remember, he just did a Hurricane Rana at the outside and landed on his shoulder wrong. So now that's starting to make me think that maybe Penta's injury was maybe a little bit.
Oh, you think so?
I don't want to say somebody's injury is not legit, so I'm not going to go there. But like, just the way that they were both done exactly the same. Yeah. And like, I don't know. It just seemed like kind of a little bit too well placed to not be. But man, oh man, yeah, I was sold completely. I was like, oh no, this match is over. Like, what are they going to do?
John Cena is good enough to put over Raquel and Roxanne in the ring while that's going on, to take both of their finishers.
Yep.
Which is a big deal for them, even to be in the, his last PLE, and they're doing what they do to him. And the false finishes and all the stuff we get in between, and then that's not even it. That's not even it.
Adjustment, like,
yes.
Oh, my goodness, bro. My goodness.
And then we get watch me, the best female wrestler in the world. I know you know that's the best woman wrestler around right now. In her element, completely stole the show. I thought she was turning on Dom coming out. By the way, she was looking at him, something to do with Roxanne, possibly, I was thinking, and then completely pulled the John Cena on John Cena. The eyes were bulging out of her head. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I think
it's just
absolutely.
a matter of time. So there's
something's gonna happen.
There's
something.
There's some fuckery afoot in the Judgment Day right now.
Yeah.
Just so people know, if you're watching, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. But like, underneath like the desk, in honor of Liv Morgan returning, Kombat Jones is wearing his Daisy Dukes with his G-string. Like, he is doing it just for this moment. So he showed me before the recording. We can't have that on YouTube, but it is there.
Liv Morgan, baby.
It is there.
Looking better than ever. Her fit was popping. Kicked John Cena right in the John Wee Wee.
The John Wiener.
Yep. The John Wiener. Yep.
Now, it's funny because I've been saying the whole time she was gone that she needs to come back and revitalize the women's division. And as soon as I saw her, I just rolled my eyes and was like, oh, no.
She is the best. She is the best. And her with Dom coming into their own at the same time, almost gaining that confidence. Her carrying the women's division the last year that she had the title and all that, not to mention that too. And Dom doing the same with the IC title now, and them just going out there and cutting these promos and putting the whole locker room on notice, and pulling one over on John Cena in his last PLE, pulling his own move from him that he did to Cody Rhodes, even better than he did.
What a finish.
What a finish. I loved it. It was my favorite match of the night, without a doubt.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, 110%.
Perfect match.
Even with all the interference and stuff that I usually don't like, but that's Dom's shtick. So the people that are like throwing a fit about it, like he's a heel, what is he supposed to do? But there's like little things, man. Like I gotta wait. I can't wait to get to Raw. So, but there's little things with the Judgment Day that I never thought I would ever say that I was interested in the Judgment Day stuff again, but I sure am, because. There's more than meets the eye with the Judgment Day right now. But
oh yeah, absolutely.
What met the eye afterwards was the men's WarGames match, and what was the biggest surprise to me out of this, and I was like overly excited for it, was CM Punk starting the match off. I was so hyped, and then him and Bron Breakker starting the match, like, and it just feeds into what's going on, like continuation down the line.
Yeah,
it's like so well done, but. For CM Punk to be one of the oldest guys in the ring and to be able to like carry it the whole match and really be involved in almost the whole entire match, not really take a break or whatever, was just chef's kiss. I was so impressed by it.
And I think Fragile Phil looked pretty good throughout the match. My AEW friend told me. Yeah. Yeah.
That's so bad. I thought they all looked pretty good, man. Logan Paul
Punk was
didn't
good.
look out of place.
Logan
He really looked good.
Yeah. He hit that move on Punk where he jumped over both ropes and he like clotheslined or whatever. And Bron Breakker was just standing there like, if you can get Bron Breakker to pop and be like, holy shit, that was some crazy shit you just did. You're doing something good. Yeah.
Can I just tear the Band-Aid now and just say that like Jimmy Uso is so much better than Jey? Like in the ring, like I know Jay's got the charisma and the character and everything else, but man, Jimmy in the ring is so good, like so much better. It's sad to say it. Like I love Jey Uso and everything he's trying to do, and I respect what he's doing, but man, oh man, Jimmy Uso is good in the ring. And
as good as he is in the ring too. Yeah, like you said, if you don't have that charisma or you don't have that theme song, or you don't have that yeet, you don't have that entrance. What are you without it? Unfortunately,
it's tough. It's like a rock concert. Everybody just wants to sing along and whatever. But you know what's funny is that Jey Uso did come in and he beat everybody up. Him and Jimmy super kicked everybody, and then he played back. That was my favorite part of the WarGames, by the way. People threw a fit about it, but when he played back the song, and he got up on the cage, and he was. And CM Punk was playing
straddling the
cage.
chair.
It was so good. Everything
and then Brock
so
Lesnar's music just hits, and the vibe just goes.
Yes.
Oh shit.
Yes.
And now, yeah.
It was.
We're all having fun, and now
fun's over.
Yep.
And people are like,
Who let the dogs out?
It's like, it's a WarGames match. It shouldn't be fun, and they shouldn't be no, but that's the whole thing. They had the upper hand. They were all excited. Hey, everything's good. Life's good. And then, dun, 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 and everyone collectively was like, oh, shit, we almost forgot. Like,
and then they got shit on.
Started. Yeah.
And then they just all completely got wrecked.
Yeah.
Oh, and we actually had it backwards the last episode with the advantage of who was going to get the advantage of at what time. We're like, oh, that means Roman Reigns going to come out last to save it.
Yeah, he did.
Roman Reigns came out last?
Yeah, he sure did. Brock Lesnar came.
Oh, he came out. Oh, the other one came out first. Okay, I was like, I thought we got it messed up for some reason. I thought we had it screwed up.
No, because Punk came out to the ring first. So threw it off a little bit. But Brock Lesnar came out and wrecked shop, and then Roman Reigns came out, and Brock Lesnar met him outside the cage.
Came out the cage. That's what it was. Yes. And Roman gave him 10 Superman punches, and then the 11th one didn't hit, and he got F5 through the table. I think my biggest disappointment of the whole match was, Roman Reigns, actually. I feel like he did the least out of everybody.
Once he got into the match,
I don't know. Yeah.
I understand the story they're trying to tell, but I just don't think they executed the story during the match. Like,
right. And what was up with Punk getting elbowed by Cody when the two people that were clearly in front of Cody were the only people in the match against him?
Conspiracies.
I don't know. So. CM Punk.
Ride the snake. Yeah, that hey, a little bit of Homelander Cody, but yeah. So I think the story they were trying to tell with this is like Roman Reigns was trying to be there. He's still got that kind of like, will he, won't he? You always say he hasn't changed one bit. It's like, is he going to change? Is he not going to change? And everything to me got marked out. But we'll talk about the after the match. But the finish of the match was very lackluster indeed.
Yeah. I don't. So there's parts of it that I was like okay with, and then there's other parts I'm not, because it takes away from Bron Breakker, right? Like you would say, from getting that big victory, which he still did get it and did get the pin regardless, and he gets the spoils of it in the end, anyways. But to end on a cliffhanger somewhat of we don't always get that. Usually it's more of an unmasking is what we'll get, right?
Yes.
At a PLE. So we did get a surprise and we didn't know what the hell it was, and we still don't. Of the masked man climbing the cage, and everybody wants to talk about and give their theory, no pun intended, of who it will be, but I still don't know.
What's your most outlandish one that you've heard of who the masked man is? I've heard Buddy Matthews.
I've heard Buddy Matthews, Matt Cardona, Chris Jericho.
Matt Cardona's did not think about that.
Joe Henry.
Nah.
I heard Sami Zayn, LA Knight, yeah.
Too big.
Kevin Owens, but I don't know if Kevin Owens. Okay. Randy Orton, but I
build,
think
their muscular, like their build, you know what I mean, was kind of what I was going off from. And I could think of Austin Theory or LA Knight, but I didn't think about Matt Cardona. That's interesting. But
I don't know why it would make sense or what beef you would have with CM Punk or what, Karrion Kross,
Colt Cabana,
yeah, Nick and Matt Jackson.
Oh my goodness,
Jungle, it's the scapegoat, baby.
Let us know.
This is real glass, bitch. Yeah.
But I gotta say, the masked man came in. Everybody watched it. He did the curb stomp, and Michael Cole kept going on. That's Seth Rollins, and Bron Breakker put up his straps just to put his straps back down.
Yeah.
Give the spear 1,
Love
2,
it.
3. But the post match was what I was most interested in because
it meant more than the match almost.
Yeah, because Roman Reigns was sitting in between the rings. And to one side, to his right side, had Jimmy and Jey Uso in one ring, and he looked over his shoulder. Right. That's his family. And then he looked over to Punk and Rhodes and said, "He got in the championships." Yeah. And he was like, he's like torn right now. Like, should I go with my family or go after the championships? Like, that's kind of like the story I felt from that. That picture when they just showed, and he kept looking over because you could see Jimmy and Jey, and then you could see Cody and Punk, and it was like he's kind of at that moment, like at crossroads in his life. No pun intended.
And he gets in the ring, he daps up. CM Punk daps him up, like they did last year. They exactly. And then they were kind of cool. Then he looks at Cody and he says, "I'm never teaming with you again. This will be the last time we ever team.
This is the last time."
Well, and he was gonna help Cody up, or Cody got up himself. Mm-hmm. He's like, "I don't need your help. I don't want your help." So,
WrestleMania main event.
F around and find out, Cody Rhodes. Yeah.
Boy, that was WarGames, man. I think the biggest takeaway with it is Dominic is a huge star. Shout out to John Cena for his last PLE. Liv is back. The only thing really, there's nothing really from the women's WarGames story-wise moving forward, possibly AJ and Becky with the Jessica Carr thing, but I think the men's WarGames just added more layers to like this ongoing story that's going to take us into WrestleMania, which eventually will probably be Cody and Roman, and then CM Punk, maybe the Masked Man. I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard to tell what's because it looks like Bron Breakker and all that, but that's going to happen even sooner as we'll get into Raw. So, and Brock Lesnar is being,
was it Gunther
promoted heavily?
The Masked Man? Nobody's talking about Gunther being it.
I mean, that's possible. I mean, I don't know about the stature, or is it? Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
I feel like he's bigger. Yeah.
I didn't look at that part of him.
Yeah, well, X-ray eyes, baby. You always know. Yeah. Yeah. It was interesting. But a lot of hate for Survivor Series this year. We'll see if they do it the same next year. WarGames, or if they switch it up, and
I gotta tell you, I didn't have like a lot of hate for WarGames. I had a lot of hate for the Raw after WarGames because we were told by Triple H that it was going to be an epic night of Raw, and it was just very bland to me.
He set our expectations very high. I thought it was a decent follow up to a PLE. I'm not going to say it was bad, but I just think that he set our expectations so high by calling it epic. Mm-hmm. Like we were going to get some type of surprise or something crazy was really going to happen. And, I'm not going to say some of the things that didn't happen weren't good during Raw, but
Yeah, I mean,
and it started off different from what I thought it would start off as.
Yeah. With
I
the
thought
women coming out and everything, like that was just a
Yeah.
different kind of touch to it. And
Not that they don't deserve it, but or
No,
nothing,
no,
you
and
know,
I-
and
and
it
I-
was good, but yeah.
and I really enjoy that they're putting stock in the women's tag team titles and featuring them. I've talked about that being one of my favorite parts of WWE right now. But but yeah, I mean, it's just it's just like I said, a different vibe, a different feel. I mean, Rhea and Io Sky came out in their ring gear, and I said, "Oh boy, they're gonna have somebody come out and talk to them, and well, we'll talk about match right here, right now." And they didn't do it that way, but
Right.
I don't know. I like it. I like how there's a lot of different people that are actually like putting over the women's tag titles as if they're like a legit title, and like Rhea could be going for the world title, like no doubt tomorrow, and be a featured superstar, but like she's putting a lot of credibility into like working on the tag titles, and I like that. We had LA Knight versus Jey Uso for the semifinals of the Last Time Is Now tournament, I thought it was a really solid match, man.
Jey Uso was gonna win for a second. I was like, oh Jesus.
Yeah, that backslide was really good at the end, man. We had LA Knight win, and we had Jey Uso crash out.
Crash out, baby, crash out type shit, baby, crash out type shit. Yeah. 6-7.
I don't know what that means.
6-7. Crash out type shit. Yeah.
Okay, I got you. Do you know what that came from?
A song or something?
Okay,
This one?
no
I don't
clue.
know.
I have no clue. I really don't. I hear people say it all the time, but I have no clue what it means. They say, "What's the size of your wiener?" And I say 6'7".
Yeah.
What up, biatch?
Yeah, I think that the right person won. I think LA Knight versus Gunther, because Gunther did beat Solo Sikoa later, and I really think that's a great finals. I like how they had babyface against babyface and heel against heel, so we do have a babyface versus a heel in the last round.
I like Gunther versus Solo too.
Bro,
I thought it was a good match.
Such a good match. Gunther's so good, man.
Yep.
Like, I know a lot of people are getting a lot of hate because it's pretty much he's going to be the winner and go on to face Cena, but like Gunther's so good, man.
Right.
Just good. Great.
Yeah,
great
it was
ring.
good. And two big
part.
dudes going at it. Solo going at it. Like, Solo wasn't going to go down easy, and Solo could put a whomping on Gunther too, just by the size of them. And at first it seemed like they were off a little bit, and then once they got in the pocket, it was just a straight up brawl. Nothing, no crazy wrestling moves and crazy stuff. It was just slaps and
I think
meat on meat, as
I think
AEW would call it.
I think Solo kind of needed that too, because he's been kind of been bland lately. But to have that kind of a match with Gunther and be able to stand toe to toe with him, I think that was really something he was really needing. But man, Gunther
first match that they've ever had, besides once in NXT,
NXT,
I believe.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
Totally
man, oh
different
man,
one.
Gunther and LA Knight in the finals this Friday on SmackDown, man. It's going to be a good match.
And it seems obvious, like we say, Gunther could get it. But what if LA Knight somehow beats Gunther and goes on and does like a crazy heel turn on John Cena or something at the end?
Oh, give it to me. Give it to me. I just think with Gunther coming back and
Gunther
having his
getting
old
the credit.
NXT music, and
he
just seems like he's on a war path right now and focused, and it just seems like that's what it's going to be.
Yeah, I agree. Maybe now, John can take him out. Super Cena can take him out, still take him out at the end. And I don't know. I don't know if Gunther would necessarily be hurt by it either, technically.
No.
I don't know if anybody's going to even remember the match more than the moment. And the PLE. I call it a PLE at this point, a Saturday Night Main Event, because I think they should put that one on TV just for John Cena, but at the same time they shouldn't. Yeah, I guess so they can go over the time a little bit if they have to for whatever they actually plan on doing and comes to fruition. But I look at Saturday Night Main Events as PLEs now. They're on Peacock. They're not on TV. They're usually bigger matches for the most part. Like, what's the damn difference? And I'm going on Montreal. Saturday Night Main Event. The last one right before the Royal Rumble. End of January, baby. Hopefully CM Punk is still the champion by then. Which gets us to the division.
Oof.
coming out to the ring,
What a
and
promo.
Paul Heyman took the chain right off of Bron Breakker.
Who let the dogs out?
And he went ham, baby.
So good. He got
Damn.
so mad. Like, you could cut a damn
Wow.
promo. And I like the little thing he threw in at the end of it about, remember after WrestleMania last year, you said, "Oh, you're pretty good, kid, but can you cut a promo with the big dogs or something like that?" I said, "Oh, man, was that like a shot at Punk? Was that something that was like,
well, la-di-da, here's your promo."
So
and
good.
I'm just,
So good.
I look in your whatever eyes, and you're just a soft little bitch, man.
I couldn't believe it, man. And I feel like even when he's starting to fumble, like sometimes when he's doing his words, he seems like he's fumbling a little bit, and that's when he snaps and takes off the coat and it's like it adds to it. It doesn't take away from it. It adds to like the moment, like him freaking out. Like I really, really enjoyed that.
I mean, I know they know he was a star in NXT, but at one point when NXT was doing that whole different brand change with like the rainbow colors and all that crazy stuff, like I wasn't feeling Bron Breakker at that point, you know. But
him and Baron Corbin,
yeah, Cora Jade was feeling him probably, or maybe not. I don't know, but
allegedly.
But man, now I love Bron Breakker. That was a great promo by Bron Breakker. Even though I love CM Punk, I'm scared for CM Punk now. Like I'm scared that Bron Breakker is gonna go in the ring with him at Monday Night Raw, the first Monday Night Raw of the new year, I believe, and it will be the year anniversary of the first Netflix Raw, and he's putting that championship on the line against Bron Breakker, and I'm scared he's going to get squashed in about 10 seconds by Bron.
In what world do you see?
Or I think he's going to get humbled. I think he's going to talk it up and act like he's going to completely squash him. I think Punk's going to like do something.
Well, do you see in any world
or the Masked Man?
I can foresee Seth Rollins' return to help Punk and cost Bron Breakker the title.
Ooh,
and
that would be interesting.
Like a Punk Rollins like frenemies, like, you know what I mean? The enemy of my enemy is my friend. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because they can always go back to being enemies again.
Well, yeah, but they have a common goal.
They're too good. Exactly.
Almost like Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins versus the Bloodline back, you know, in WrestleMania.
Right.
You know what I mean? Almost kind of like,
hey,
listen, we can put our beef aside. Like, I'll help you take them out, but then you and I got unfinished business after, you know? And I can really see them doing that. And I would enjoy that, really, honestly.
That's a good idea. I like that. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah. I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. But, you know, the Masked Man's got to play into it somewhere. I don't know if that's going to be still Saturday night's main event or what exactly it's going to be.
And we got freaking Adam Pearce talking about, asking people and the referees.
Asking referees.
Be my snitch for me backstage. Be my...
Ask if you see a Masked Man walking around, I'm not going to get security. Like, I'm not going to ask security to, like, unmask him. I'm not going to ask him. I'm going to ask a referee.
Well, and he was saying that they said people saw Seth Rollins, like they were saying it. So, like, so it's kind of like, what the hell is going on here? It kind of confused me because it's like...
It's trying to make people believe that it's actually Seth Rollins, and it's really obviously not.
Yeah. I mean, I guess we'll all be let down if it's all Austin Theory. It's not when we'll be let down, but we'll just be like, you know, like, nah, you know. There's Austin Theory fans out there, and there's nothing wrong with that. He's good at what he does, you know, but is he on that level of all those other guys, or do we want to see him take a spot over them? Personally, no, I don't. But whatever, if that's what the story calls for, what they see down the line, I don't know. But a lot of people ain't happy with Triple H booking right now with all that. But it's interesting. But I like that idea of Seth Rollins being or coming back as a different Masked Man and helping Punk in that episode. If he's ready to go, I don't know. I mean, he could still come back even if his shoulder's not healed and hit a stomp on somebody, I guess, in the end. But by the way, Bron Breakker was talking. CM Punk, he better eat his Wheaties and I know he's going through mourning right now and everything, but he gonna have to get it together by then, or else he gonna have another squash like John Moxley squashed him or something. You know, yeah.
Man, oh man, I don't know.
But it's very interesting leading into what's going on with that, because like I don't know if I see Punk losing the title right then, because they're going into that Saturday night main event, which is later that month, and then right after that they're going right into Royal Rumble. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's going to set up stuff for WrestleMania, and it's like Elimination Chamber. But like, does Elimination Chamber have to be for people, whoever wins it, to go to WrestleMania for the spot, or can they just put the title on the line and Elimination Chamber too, like they used to? Why does it gotta be the same shit every year? Just like Survivor Series, War Games. Put something different on the line, with change the odds or you know, the reward a little bit. Change for the outcomes. You know, it make it a little bit less monotonous.
I could see that, but at the same time, then it's a short time in between to find a contender for that title for WrestleMania. So
it's hard to draw the story out.
Yeah, double-edged sword, unless they create a story during Elimination Chamber. But I like that, changing it up a little bit. The masked man being the sixth man in the Elimination Chamber. If he loses, he's got to be revealed.
Right. Yep. Nothing from Paul about any of that too.
Yeah, he had nothing to do with it. Paul Heyman's clean. Well, he's clean when it has to do with that.
It's possible that the masked man has nothing to do with the Vision in the end, I guess, right?
You never know.
He kind of looked at Punk and he looked at Bron Breakker, and then he chose to kick Punk. So was he deciding, or was he playing games?
And CM Punk looked like he saw a ghost too, almost like he knew who it was. Like the way he was like looking at him was like,
yeah. Oh, Montez Ford is another one people are talking about too,
and
they're saying
one of the other Steiners too.
Oh, okay. And they said, well, somebody said they covered him up completely, so you couldn't see his skin color, because if you saw his skin color, then it might make it obvious.
Don't think that's the case, but okay, I appreciate that.
That's another theory. So to go with the Montez Ford thing. So yeah,
you got to be living in Austin to have a theory. But yeah, so the Judgment Day promo, man, I wanted to touch on this before we wrapped up, because the Judgment Day came out, Liv Morgan came out, the crowd was like heavily behind Dominic during this. Like, I think he was waiting to get like his boos like he usually does, but there was a lot of cheers there. But man,
what did they stop the crowd from saying at one point? The crowd stopped saying something, and Liv and Dom were like, "Oh no, don't say that," or something. They were chanting something fucked up or something. I think I don't know what it was, but I couldn't quite catch it. But it sounded funny because they were laughing. They were like, "No, we don't do that no more," or something. They were saying, I don't know what the hell. Maybe they were telling them to kiss. Maybe they were chanting to kiss. I think that's what it was. Yeah.
But something's afoot there, because you had Raquel, JD McDonough, Finn Balor, and Roxanne all standing in the back.
Yes.
And Finn Balor went from being like the leader of the Judgment Day to just being happy-go-lucky with standing in the back smiling. And there's something going on there. And I think that Liv and Finn Balor are in on something right now, because...
Really?
Yeah, because at the end, when Liv was like, Liv said to Dom, "Oh, I got one more thing for you," then slapped him, and then like jumped on him. Like, there's something there.
What's the slap? Is it just he likes to get slapped and he likes it rough, or like?
No, I think
was the slap for something, for messing around, or like for revenge, or?
That's what I'm saying. There's gonna be something more there. There's got to be.
Okay, Finn Liv loves her revenge. That's on her shirt. Live for lust, this, that, and something for revenge. So, but she didn't really have much of a problem with Roxanne Perez that they showed. I mean, she didn't like show her much love either, but it's not like she came out and said, "Yo, what the hell you been doing with my man," or this, that, or the other, right? Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
And she also put them. She put them on notice, though, so I don't know about the Finn thing, because she was kind of like, well, you're the one holding the titles. What about everybody else? It's like the Judgment Day has went to shit, she's pretty much saying, besides what we did, and we're back now to get it on track, and I'm here, and blah, 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 blah. So, I don't know. Liv is one of the best, though. Like, I don't care. Give it a microphone. She commands the attention just like Dom. And they're together, they're just an unstoppable force. Liv, Dom, and by themselves too. They're just in their element, and my money is on Liv to win the Royal Rumble. Absolutely.
I give Liv Dom 6 more weeks.
Okay.
Enjoy it while it lasts, because it's going to be over. And then this tied into what's finally wrapping up Raw's, the whole women's tag team thing that happened at the end. We had Charlotte and Alexa versus Rhea and Io Sky, and then just turned into a whole big schmoz with the Kabuki Warriors. And then Raquel and Roxanne came out, and Liv came out, when she really, I don't know what she was doing there. But and then
she put everybody on. Backstage, she had put Stephanie Vaquer on notice too.
Yes.
Let her know she coming for that title, what she gonna get. And then she put the whole women's division on notice during that thing, so that's why she coming out and taking everybody out. Yeah.
But then you look at it, like, you have Alexa and Charlotte, who are the champions. Kabuki Warriors are current champions. You have oh my goodness, you had Bailey and Lyra Valkyria come out, when that throws a whole other wrench in the equation. It's just like Rhea and Io. It's like there's a stacked women's tag teams now. It's like, man, and then you have Roxanne and Raquel come out and whatever. It's like, boy, oh boy, it's like that women's tag team division. There's a lot of credibility put on those titles, and I really, really enjoy that they're doing something. The main event of Raw. I mean, after everything,
it was a good match too.
WarGames. Yes,
good match too. And then it gets broken up, and then Liv and all them, the Judgment Day, come out and beat them down, and they're holding up the belts or whatever, and Roxanne goes over to hand Liv the belt, the tag team belt, right? And she's like, "Oh no, you keep it," or something. So it's like it's a weird dynamic between the three of them, because only two can hold the belt, but she's giving it away. So, but maybe Liv only cares about the regular championship, though. Throwback to the Survivor, to the WarGames, when Lash Legend took the mist from Asuka. Yeah, another good thing for the match too. But good way for Raw to go off the air. Liv on top, baby. The Revenge Tour is back. And Liv Dom is back, baby. And interesting going forward. We'll see what happens. Boy. A lot to be on the line. Triple H's neck is on the line with a lot of people right now, it seems like. Not happy with the booking. I don't know what the hell's going on in AEW, but
more of the same. But hey,
Darby Allin got beat by some guy. I don't even know who the hell he is. That's all I know. And hey,
it is what it is. At least Daddy Magic got taken out by Daniel Garcia. That's putting butts in seats.
Oh yeah.
But this Friday on SmackDown, we do get to see the finals. Gunther versus LA Knight, to see who faces John Cena. The last time is now, which is a week from this coming Saturday. And we roll on, man. We roll on. The Wyatt Sucks are coming after the MFTs now. We're going to maybe see a little bit of Cody Rhodes and what's going on with him after WarGames. Maybe a little bit of Roman Reigns going back to SmackDown. That's interesting. So
yes, and we got Jey crashing out. So we'll see how that plays in with Roman Reigns and Jimmy. And if Jay's crashing out, does that mean he's turning heel, or is he just mad? Or who? There's going to be a lot of people jockeying for position here coming up towards the Royal Rumble. Family on family, and everybody. So we're really at a time where we got a lot of big heavy hitters right now, where it's almost like it's going back to like Attitude Era, where we had Triple H, Undertaker, Kane, Big Show, Stone Cold, Rock, Rikishi,
Mankind,
Kurt Angle, Mankind. Like, we got all these people you can see winning, and you could just see the title going hot potato and almost to a certain point, which I wouldn't mind, because it just puts everybody over, and it kind of, it's different from what we've seen.
Agreed.
Rather than holding the title over 1,000 days or this or that and the other. So
the days of that are done.
Yes. So a lot going on. We'll see what happens on Friday night SmackDown, and then going into Monday Night Raw coming up. But it's pretty interesting to see. And shout out to TNA. Can't wait to watch TNA on AMC. Shout out to Breaking Bad and The Walking Dead. Yeah. Should be interesting to see if they can. Yeah, how what the dynamic will be between NXT and TNA. I don't expect it to change. Maybe that's why WWE kind of got that in the wind. That's why they kind of signed Joe Henry quick to get him before they got their TV deal, so they could have him for TV.
Mm-hmm.
But they could be kind of a middle between AEW and WWE to a certain extent, right? And kind of feed off both and do both things. And hopefully they keep a good relationship with WWE and NXT and that stuff goes on too, because that'd be cool if we get the kind of back and forth on brands, and WWE could really help them, and that could boost them over AEW if they really want to, counter program AEW, even though if it's not on the same night, you put some of your big superstars over there, challenge them, that gets more eyes on their product on national cable TV, and bam, there you go. So Santana, get that title back, baby.
That's right.
Let's go.
That's right. That's
Let's
our boy.
go. Let's
That's
go.
our boy.
Let's go.
Oh man, can't wait.
Yeah. Yeah. New York state of mind, baby. Let's go. Yeah. And one more time, one love to Larry. All dogs go to heaven, baby. Yeah.
That's right.
All right. And so make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Hit us up in the comments. Reach out online on social media and do all that big stuff. Yeah. And that's what's up. We are, as seen on Netflix, Busted Open Approved, the original bad boys of the wrestling podcast world. And that is the best co-host, the best tag team partner, the best friend in the world. Very deadly Jesse. With his sidekick. Yeah. And I'm Andrew Kombat Jones. And you've been listening to the Ringside Renaissance Wrestling Podcast. Yeah.